Yo, 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 what's good, people? It's your boy Ninja T, aka Fadlan. It's currently 5:15 p.m. UK time. Linked up with Twin. Come on, you know the vibe. Shuriken Sounds, KG Com. If you know, you know. If you don't, get to know. Mastermind and the Sage, EP out now. But today, obviously, we're here to talk about crypto, stocks, AI, macro, etc. First of all, I'd like to iterate nothing in this video is financial advice. Nobody here is a financial advisor. We do not intend to be perceived or received as financial advisors. If you're looking for financial or legal advice, feel free to reach out to Mycelink and we will put you in professional connection with those who are accredited. Mycelink is a decentralized ecosystem as of 18th of January 2026 and our inception in October 2025. We are not at present a legal entity, though that may change in future. Nobody in Mycelink is a shareholder because we are just a decentralized ecosystem of homies that are into the same things such as crypto, AI, and stocks. I'm going to give it over to Krog, who's out in Vietnam, who typically opens our webinars with his macro geopolitics.
Yo, people, I'm going to have my camera on for a second and then I'm going to turn it off again because I have low battery and I'm in the dark right now, so I'm having to put my brightness up to do this. Anyways, I'm just going to bang through the news and I'll be gone. So, where to begin? Yeah, we got a lot happening on the world stage. Iran's crypto ecosystem reached 8 billion at the end of 2025, which makes up over 2% of the country's GDP. All the unrest there's a big push for sort of decentralization and being able to control your assets. And crypto is almost a survival tool for the citizens right now because the Iranian currency, I don't know if you pronounce it, the rial, is now practically basically worth €0. So currency is completely gone, and actually we've seen with all the protests happening, it actually spiked Bitcoin withdrawals to self-custody wallets before the blackout. So people are literally using Bitcoin, using cryptocurrency as a security tool in disasters, which I think is a use case for why I'm a fan of this, of cryptocurrency. Also on Iran, all Iranian diplomats have been banned from entering European Parliament buildings as the tensions rise. And the exiled Crown Prince of Iran says he will recognize Israel as a state. Take with that information what you will. Another interesting use case of technology is that Iran used jammers to block Starlink giving Wi-Fi. People believe the blackouts are happening to censor what's going on there, whether that's the truth or not, subjective. However, they're even using jammers to block Starlink. Starlink is Elon Musk's Wi-Fi. He's got his own satellites for that. So yeah, the technology, threats like blackouts, very much topic for 2025. Currently, the death toll is over 500 there, 500 people. So send your love and your prayers to Iran right now. I think they need it. Now we're going to go to the big dog of every news at the moment is we've got a man like Trump, always causing waves. Oil dropped 5% in 5 minutes after Trump said the killings have stopped and there is no plans for execution in Iran. I think Trump sort of pushing war and things like this, it seems to be showing him kind of like as a bold leader, and that does seem to have a correlation with kind of the markets pushing as Trump sort of says, oh, you know, I'm not going in on Iran. Oil prices drop in 5 minutes. On the topic of oil, the first Venezuelan oil sale has been made, and that was for $500 million. So we're going to see this new money coming in. I believe cheap oil, or US having access to cheaper oil. Good. I think it's good for crypto mining. I think it brings the cost down to mine, at least in the US. Donald Trump was given the Nobel Peace Prize from the current Venezuelan holder. The gesture, rather than him winning it, it just shows that sort of Trump is very much like a love him or hate him character. Some people think what he's doing really bad. Other people are seeing him as a hero right now. Yeah, controversy sells, put it that way. Trump has warned on putting fresh tariffs on countries that defy his plans to acquire Greenland. He wants to take over Greenland. He's on this oil purge. With that, he's actually slapped tariffs on 8 European NATO allies. So starting at 10%, going up to 25%, and he's whacked these tariffs on Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Germany, France, UK, basically until Greenland is sold to the US. And these tariffs kind of came after NATO deployed some troops to Greenland. So yeah, Britain sent 1 troop. I think Germany sent 13, Norway sent 2. Now this does sound a bit pathetic. I think it's more of just a gesture that they're standing with Greenland. However, I also think a troop might not actually just be one person. Like a troop could be a squad. It might be a person, but I think the definition of troop could mean that there's actually like a little bit more than just like a singular person getting sent. So Trump and these tariffs are really in economic war right now. And then, yeah, Trump has also increased his military defensive budget to 1.5 trillion from 1 trillion, which is the biggest increase you've seen since World War II, suggesting Trump is on all the smoke right now. He's also warned that the US could owe hundreds of billions if the tariffs are ruled illegal. So we've just kind of got Trump kind of like defying international law and things like this right now. But if anyone is to hold him accountable, how that happens, I'm not entirely sure. He, in his own words, we're screwed. We're being America, I assume. Also on the topic of Greenland, we've got Peter Thiel, Sam Altman, Bill Gates, and Jeff Bezos have invested in AI-driven rare material drilling in Greenland. I also believe that they've actually been investing in this for quite a few years, but recently it's a news headline, so it's worth mentioning that, you know, some of the wealthiest businessmen on the planet already have their money invested in Greenland. So to me, that kind of suggests it's only going one way, which is taken over by the elites, just so they can have even more resources, control, money, all of that. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Silver dropped 8% in minutes after reaching its record high. This is completely normal. It's just been on a massive rally. I don't think a pullback is anything to stress about there. We've got JP Morgan has said that the Trump 10% cap on credit card interest rates will severely hurt consumers. What we could see is people going to decentralized options for loans and things like that. So yeah, I could definitely see, you know, for example, getting a loan against your Bitcoin having an even bigger use case here. Trump has also said that the financial system has reached its limits and a new crypto-driven era is coming next. That is literally what Trump has said. So Trump is bullish despite everything else that he's on. He's very bullish on crypto. He's literally saying crypto era is coming next. Financial system's done. That is coming from the presidents of the United States, people. Google becomes the fourth company in the world to reach a 4 trillion market cap. We're just seeing a big sort of like tech boom right now. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing that companies like Google are doing well when we want crypto to be bullish. Like tech stocks are just going through the roof. Not a bad thing by any means. Hopefully some of that liquidity is going to rotate into the markets. Anyways, it's in the markets, but into the crypto markets. On the topic of big tech companies, China have restricted purchase of NVIDIA's H200 AI chips and will only approve purchases of the chip under special circumstances. So we're really seeing this kind of like economic war of like technologies, like what systems people are using. China's also ordered domestic companies to stop using US and Israeli cybersecurity software. So we've kind of seen this war going on for a while now. Like there was that whole uproar of like banning TikTok in the US. Ultimately, I think data is a very key currency now, or key show of power, and almost if you hold the data, it's arguably one of the most powerful weapons that can be used in this modern day. And so we're kind of seeing this almost like a data war, and people getting paranoid about who's controlling the data, because the algorithms are very powerful things and it knows everything about you. So yeah, it's interesting to see what's going on there. And then with these, there's currently like China tensions with the US, and so US have increased naval and air patrols in the Pacific. During this, everyone's just flexing their muscles a little bit right now. I know North Korea's been testing out some new missiles as well. Last couple of things actually, when we're talking about testing weapons, there are unofficial reports saying that the US used almost like a supersonic, almost like a frequency weapon when they went in and captured the president of Venezuela. And so reports have said they feel like the head would explode from the inside, people's nose are bleeding, everyone just like dropped to their knees without you know, shooting bullets or anything. So people are saying, yeah, these are the reports on the ground, nothing's official and confirmed, but ultimately I think we are entering sort of like a new level of technology, and things like bullets and stuff might not be the biggest threat on our hands anymore. And then the last thing worth mentioning is that Elon Musk is due to begin mass production of his brain chips in 2026. Take with that information what you will, but yeah, AI, robots, it's all happening in 2026. That's a wrap from me. See if Ninja has any objections or anything he wants to add. But yeah, that's what I've got today. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy the rest of the episode.
Cheese. Big ups to Krogerton. Big ups to Krogerton. Okay, cool. Yes, it's your boy Ninja T, one of many members of Mycelink. Just to iterate, we only have one official Instagram, which is Mycelink. And then in terms of community members, if you check this post here, including but not limited to myself, Ninja T, Krog, Halima Yasmin, and Cryzonia, please watch out for fake profiles, especially fake Ninja T profiles. Whenever in doubt, ask for a video call, not even a voice note, because I think AI can copy my voice now. So don't even accept like a Ninja T voice note. Do like a video call, especially when it's to do with business transactions. I did this post 3 days ago, and let me just explain what the crack is with regards to that. On my watch list, bear in mind when you add assets, so let's say you want to add BTC, there's going to be loads of Bitcoins, and the difference is it's just showing the data from when it added to these exchanges. So usually just go for the chart that has the most backdated data, right? But for the Pengu one, for my traders, I haven't finished doing this yet, so I'm just going to show you guys the progress. But this is the meaning of backtesting, in the sense that, I know it sounds so crazy, let me break down what all this means, because I encourage everyone to do backtesting, right? So for those that don't know what the RSI is, it stands for Relative Strength Index, and it helps with indicating whether an asset is under or overvalued. And what I have been doing with this red, green, yellow, and blue system, like I said, I'm still very far off, is that I've basically taken our RSI, and when the RSI has a buy signal, so when the purple crosses the yellow, a buy signal, so when the purple crosses the yellow, towards the bottom end of the range of the RSI, I put a green when the RSI was correct on the 1 hour, right? So look at my notes. What did I put? Yeah, 1 hour RSI on Binance. So green means if I followed the RSI, because I'm learning to leverage trade, it would be a successful long, right? 14% with 5x leverage, that's 75%. And then the red is when the RSI helps me short. So when the purple went below the yellow, So when the purple is above the yellow, that's a bullish signal. And when the purple goes below the yellow, that's a bearish signal. Now, of course, the bigger the time frame, the more likely something is to be correct, right? So I'm doing it on the 1 hour time frame. I'm not even 1 year done, but and then the blue is a false signal. So when the RSI signal long, but it would have been ineffective. And the orange is when I felt the signal was ineffective. And for me, an ineffective signal is if it doesn't go down at least 5%. To be fair, that is a decent red, so I could actually recolor that. So the lesson of this is, guys, if whatever you trade, whether you trade gold, silver, futures, even spot traders, backtest your indicators starting off with the RSI is goated. So yeah, that's what was going on there. I had a few questions with regards to people asking, what was going on here. You can tell a lot about a person from what they look at in their YouTube history. So I actually share this YouTube with my wife. So when it comes to the makeup stuff, that's my wife. But as you can see here, I'm literally looking at videos on mindset for funded trading, looking at 6-7, Fartcoin, Pengu, on a You know what? I'm not going to call them side notes. This is my section, and I'm allowed to say whatever the fuck I want, because I spend more time in the market than most people watching combined times 10. So when I say things, it's important. 6-7, right? For my meme trenches. I took a decent position in 6-7. Actually, not me. Somebody apparently did, allegedly. Government watching me. So we started a new thing on Mycelink, right? I'm not going to say I tweeted it because anyone could have tweeted it. Could have been an alien, right? It's called Mycelink Memes. 1 second. I've started a whole new tweet string. Followers at Mycelink, we've only got 20 followers. Okay, Mycelink Memes, research, not shills. Always, again, not shills, not financial advice. Do your own research. So, yes, look.
Oh my God, Lauren.
The signal was here on the 17th at 2:31 a.m. Yeah. You can back test this. 2:31 a.m. When did I call it? Actually, big ups Rezra as well. I don't want to single-handedly say that I called it myself. Look at that. Did Ninja call the bottom? Look. Guys, if you had post notifications on, I smacked the absolute bottom. You could have done 33% easy. Yeah, here are the receipts, 67. You know the vibes. We're in the trenches now, ladies and gentlemen. And even if you're not into meme coins, tell me that this is not a good chart. Tell me that's not textbook higher highs, higher lows. Do your own research, 6-7. Also, in this tweet string, I show something called the Black Whale that I may have time to look at during this webinar. Most notably, I backtested the launch of Pepe, which launched in the bear market in 2023, and its price action against Dogecoin. Not financial advice, but one of my friends / clients / homies flipped half of their Doge into half of their Doge into Pepe based on this alone. I think Pepe's gonna. Here's a crazy, I guess you could say, prediction. Yeah, I think Pepe is gonna become the second biggest meme. I think it's culturally way more relevant than Shiba, and I think it's pretty crazy how Pepe launched in the bear market and was listed on Binance a few days later. So what else? Just a reminder, this is every single Sunday, 5 p.m. UK time, link in the Mycelink bio. And in the link in the Mycelink bio, you will find YouTube replays and the live Zoom. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Okay, if you haven't checked this post out, please do, and then comment the bulls. Who's this? This is Professor Adam from university.com. Should I be leaking his clips? No, but it is what it is. We break the rules. At Mycelink, to be fair, because we're just giving out free information. Now, I met the goat of free information. I'm going to title this video Lessons by Trades by Sai. So this is Trades by Sai. He's not known by the larger world because it's kind of like, it's not even if you know, you know. He's more if you trade, you know. So if you don't know who Trades by Sai is, you obviously don't trade, which is not something to be ashamed of. I was not into trading much. I've been more of a spot investor, long-term investor, but I found that trading with Cryzo has turned me into a better investor. I'll say it again, learning to day trade has turned me into a better spot investor, better at looking at long-term, just better at everything, right? Better at everything. It's kind of like this. Imagine somebody who goes to the gym and only lifts weights. Do you think that person wouldn't benefit from Muay Thai? That's what trading is. It's fucking Muay Thai. It's like being somebody who goes to the gym and does weights, never done Muay Thai, and now you're doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai. It's mad. But yeah, so Trades by Sai, I've been on his course I went on his course for the third time this morning. Yeah, this is recorded, it's currently 5:37 p.m. Sunday the 18th of January 2025. I've been on his course 3 times now, and he literally posted that he's doing a run. He's an American guy. Imagine I saw this message 13 hours ago before attending at 9 a.m. on Sunday in Manchester. I made the decision. I bought my ticket, as you can see here, 7 hours. And yeah, this is me in person. How many times are going to have time to link up with one of the greatest gold traders in the world, who a day in the life of this guy is, oh, I lost 600,000. Oh, the next day I just made 3.2 million. Right? I'm not saying that can be everyone. I'm not even saying that could be me. I ain't even going to say that's going to be me, right? You should be yourself in this world. I don't trade gold. I'm not trying to be a gold trader, but I think it's important to learn and respect other people in the game. And just to see what's possible. Like, I saw $16 million on one screen today. And one of these people in the crowd, not Sai himself, one of these people, I won't point them out which one, showed me that they flipped £200 into £20,000 in a couple of months. Now, of course, he did extreme, stupid risk to reward ratio. He had a £200 account. He did £200 straight on one trade, got to 1,500, did another trade and got to 10K. Obviously, could have burnt to zero, and I don't recommend that trading style. But it's good to open your mind and see what is possible in this realm of human endeavor. Okay, so over onto the macro. 1 second. You know what I want to do? I'm gonna call my wife real quick because I don't know where she is. Because she does the meditation thing after my section. All right. As this rings, I'll carry on. Okay, so you'll find this tweet string on Mycelink. Guys, follow Mycelink on Twitter and just find the weekly tweet strings. So let's start off with this data set. This is very interesting. The cryptocurrency global search terminology is as low as it was in the 2023 bear market. Look at this. There, at this stage here, Bitcoin was here. Walaikum salam. You're going to jump in the webinar? It's 5:40. It's gonna be your section like 10-15 minutes. Take your time. All right. Okay. Bye. All right. I'll see you soon. All right. Okay. There you go. So, as you can see, retail interest is at all-time low. That's absolutely fantastic because it gives us the opportunity to get in. This is an executive summary by 42 Macro, who are an institutional grade financial data company, for lack of better words. Without reading all of this, the TLDR is the Department of Justice have issued grand jury subpoenas to Fed Jerome Powell. This is actually a very interesting world stage right now because, historically speaking, allegedly the Fed is supposed to be independent of the government, right? But for the first time, and we've been over this in different Mycelink webinars, it seems like the government, aka Trump, are going to take over the Fed. That's a TLDR on that one. Goldman Sachs predict an S&P 500 closing 2026 around $8,000. If we just check the S&P 500 right now, $6,940. I do believe, even though a lot of stocks are considered overvalued, that much like we've had a decoupling from Bitcoin and liquidity, because Bitcoin should just fundamentally, in terms of very many value metrics, Bitcoin should easily be 120K right now. S&P 500 is at all-time highs. I'm predicting that for the first time, the world is going to see something like this, where we get a drawdown of the S&P 500, but then crypto goes up. This is not historically happened yet, but I think it's the time of the decoupling and just fucking over retail, right? So we've got to be on the smart side. Next, I've got this on-chain metric by Charts Inspect. I even supplied the link here, which I often do because I don't like to gatekeep anything. Now you will get something like this when you click on the link. I even was kind enough to tell you that I've adjusted the exponential moving average by 11 days on this screenshot. I'm basically saying this is a bottom signal, guys, basically. So I'm not talking over your head. It's a bottom signal. Now, back to the high level jargon, right? What you guys can do is you can just zoom in here, and then we can see here that we basically hit this bottom signal. This is kind of comparable to an RSI. Next, we've got the sell side pressure adjusted by 365 days exponential moving average. So when you click on the link, you'll get something like, let me just reset, drag to reset. 1 second. In fact, I'll even click on the link, right? Because when I provide the link, sometimes it won't look like my screenshot. Oh, and this is another reason why I love Trades by Side, because he just gives out information. just like I've been giving out information for the past 5 years, and I'll continue to give information out forever because it keeps me accountable. And free information doesn't mean I'm just super accessible, right? Like anyone who knows me knows that I don't pick up the phone a lot. Anyone who knows me knows, man, I'm locked the fuck in, man. I'm locked the fuck in, right? So yeah, you just gotta adjust that to 365 days. And then when I take the screenshot, like early 2023, and then you go to 2023, right, like here, you zoom in like that, boom, right? So as we can see here, this basically has an inverse relationship to price. Oh, sorry. Boom, there we go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 confirmations, right? So next, this is an on-chain metric by Crypto Quant. And I have it over here. You will only be able to click on this link if you get an account with Crypto Quant, which you can do for free. And then you'll come to this dashboard called Mycelink Sundays. Guys, the reason why I look at on-chain data first is because TA is too easy. It's too easy. Too many people can look at the RSI and then click here and then talk about Bitcoin this and Bitcoin that and the high highs and the high lows. I want to give you something, and all of that is valid, right? No disrespect to technical analysis, because I love TA, but I want to give you something. I want to give you a deeper data set than the RSI and the MACD. So if this goes above your head, don't even worry. Watch the replay. Ask Claude to summarize. Okay, so there is an indicator called the Futures Open Interest Percent Change Oscillator. Now, what is open interest? Open interest is the, I guess you could say, subtotal leverage positions in the market. So not the spot positions, the positions as leveraged, right? 5x, 10x, etc. Now think of it again as like a RSI. This has recently reset back to this low here. Now, I always tell people, when it comes to these kind of open interest oscillators, they don't signal a bearish or bullish signal. Whichever direction the market is going, either up or down, they exacerbate it. That's what open interest does. And when it hits the low, it means that more leverage is likely to come in and exacerbate the direction of the market, because the leverage is at the lowest, right? It's kind of like a reset. So what direction do I have? Bullish. And this basically says, again, not bullish or bearish, but an exacerbation of that trend. Of course, if you're wrong with the trend, then you can get fucked up in leveraging the long way. Next, this is all on the Mycelink Sundays crypto quant, by the way. We have something called the CDD. I forget what it stands for. What does it stand for again? It stands for something like coins destroyed or some shit like that. But the most important thing that you gotta look at is coin days destroyed, right? Obviously, this is going back to 2011, so let's bring it back to more modern day, right? Modern day for me, I like to think of the financial markets as post-COVID and pre-COVID, because over 50% of the entire world's fiat currency money supply was created in the past half a decade. That's why inflation's fucked. So as you can see here, right, if I just reset this chart, interesting. As I zoom in, it's actually valued Bitcoin on VDM instead of low value, which is the stage afterwards. Interesting. Whereas on my screenshot, it shows a big green here. So maybe it's because we're moving into slightly more greedy territories. Next, this is a model by 42 Macro, who again are a institutional grade financial data company. They publish every single day to premium subscribers. Basically, this is called the Global Macro Risk Matrix, and G is Goldilocks. So this is the best environment, right, for risk on assets. And then the light green is reflation. This is the second best environment. Red is inflation, so not so good, and blue is terrible. As you can see, according to this Global Macro Risk Matrix by 42 Macro, they have an extremely bullish bias towards risk on assets. And then I've got a grok explanation here. Goldilocks, green, strong growth and low inflation. This is the most bullish for risk on assets. And second to that is reflation, which is rising growth inflation. If we go back here, what can we see? Hella dark green, hella light green. This is a liquidity model by a company called Cross Border Capital that focus on global liquidity. The CPI, the Consumer Price Index, came out. 1 second. December CPI showed an ongoing disinflation with downside surprises, but not enough to rush the Fed cuts. Yeah, so basically CPI came out as expected, though I still expect rate cuts this quarter. This is very interesting. Basically, as Elon Musk has been alluding to, a kind of how would I say this, dystopian world of universal basic income seemingly becoming more and more true. If AI plus jobless recovery increases productivity but decreases wages, then more money is going to be circulated. This is basically, the TLDR is that this is good for money printing and risk on assets. What else? Let's skip over this. Again, this is another model. This is another grid model. Over here, we have the quarter of a lot of dark green and light green. Okay, so to look at crypto liquidations, I think there is a possibility, this is just me theorizing, that we have a super bullish quarter, a bullish Q2, and then maybe like a flash crash towards this price. This is just a speculation for the next 6 months, but I'm very bullish on the quarter close. So this is the model by Axel Adler, who is a verified author for Crypto Quant, one of the best on-chain data sources. And by this model, we are back to bear market lows, which is good for a reversal. This is some data with regards to the silver to oil ratio. The last time we had this, risk on assets skyrocketed. Look, if I just go to some basic TA, Alright, so let me clear everything. Alright, so the top I'm gonna put silver, and the bottom I'm gonna put green one. Bro, are you telling me this money is gonna rotate to here at some point? Are you telling me that this money, oh, sorry. So all these trillions, gold and oil, you're telling me all these trillions in gold and oil are not, sorry, all these trillions in gold and silver, you're telling me, and platinum, look at platinum, yeah, and take the piss, to add to all of this, copper is at all-time highs. You're telling me copper, silver, gold and platinum is at all-time highs, and money's not going to go in crude oil? Look at that downtrend, look at that consolidating downtrend. And you're telling me it's not going to go into Bitcoin and crypto? Come on, man. Come on, bro. Of course it is. Most undervalued asset class in the world. Bet on oil stocks. So I was waiting for the Uber at 3:35 a.m. in the morning, and literally, I tweeted out, copper's at all-time highs. The copper to gold ratio is at all-time lows. These lines represent the 4 previous bull markets. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to enter absolute euphoria. So this is another coin days destroyed metric with a 30-day exponential moving average. What do we have here? An all-time low, ready to reverse. I did a chart dump here. One of my favorite stock picks is Marathon Holdings. They are one of the biggest crypto Bitcoin miners, and I think they are absolutely beautifully positioned right now. If you want some exposure to crypto in the stock market, if you want to be tax efficient, you can have this in your EISA. Guys, look at this beautiful TA. Look at this beautiful TA. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna call it, yeah. Marathon stock is gonna 2x by quarter close. Ooh, not financial advice. Not financial advice. A MicroStrategy is gonna go to the fucking moon. Yeah, this is the bottom of MicroStrategy. I'm calling it. Not financial advice. That means that I can be wrong. That's what not financial advice means. It means let me talk my shit, but there's a possibility I can be incorrect. That's what I mean. You know what I mean? MicroStrategy is gonna go ballistic. You know what I mean? Okay, so macro, shill. Macro, shill. Another one of my favorite picks is Riot Blockchain. Ooh. Oh damn. Damn. And even if you guys don't invest in these assets, right? Because you can't buy everything. Like, look at the reason I'm doing these calls, because they're prime positioned to be so. Here's something a little data set from my professor Adam. Financial physics, the conservative law of risk and return. The more risk you take, the more potential return that you get. In Spider-Man, they say, what's that saying? With great responsibility, with great power comes great responsibility. In crypto, with great rewards come extremely big risk. All right. Halim's gonna take over soon for a health and wealth meditation. In the meantime, Pryzo, you want to take over, or should I do some Q&As? What are you saying? Usually we do the meditation, but obviously I think Babes is with an AI client or something.
If you want me,
I'm sure she's gonna pull up though.
Do you want me to do my section now, and then Halim can do hers when she gets there?
Yeah, might as well. Yeah, for sure. Oh, okay, guys. Do you guys want futures trading with Pryzo, or do you want to do Q&A?
Do you want
Then
futures trading with Pryzo?
Which?
Come on.
Come on, guys. Hey.
The silence speaks many words.
Fuck it. Futures with Pryzo. Let's go.
Right, yo. Hi, guys. Welcome to the futures section. Right. Pretty much, we do a lot of TA. Right. It's just pretty much technical analysis. Right. Obviously, technical analysis doesn't work sometimes when market conditions are in a certain way. Right. So be careful, because if you look recently, right, this is the 15 minutes. Say I was to be trading on 15 minutes, I would have gotten it wrong once around here. This would have been a really bad L, which I bought in on paper trade here just to see what's going to go on. I would have been wrong here, got some CVD bubbles, and if I were to enter, we would have probably come at like break even. I think at most I would have probably exited here again. And there's also these bubbles here. it's not looking good for technical analysis right now, right? However, if we were to break, I personally think we'd be breaking from somewhere around here. Right, this is Pengu pretty much. Like everything is pretty much following the same. Most of the altcoins are pretty much similar right now. They're all looking like they're at a bottom. However, with everything going on with the Fed and the liquidity and the Trump tariffs trying to take over Denmark. Anyways, yeah, if it's gonna break out from anywhere, it probably will be now. However, there's one thing that's bugging me. It's the daily. The daily looks like it might want to come back down. So if it does, then I assume that we're going to be touching around the last bottom, the bottom that Ninja called 80k. This here where the circle is. I got like a 20% chance of it going down there. However, all the indicators are telling us we're bullish, right? In terms of short term, if we look at liquidation heat maps, right? We got potential to go up or down, right? There's liquidity both sides. If anything, we look like we are. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. But what I'm trying to say is there's liquidity to both sides, right? So it would benefit the market makers to make it go down or up. However, in terms of what the market is looking like Ninja said, we got everything except crypto at all-time highs. It really does look like it's all gonna come down into crypto, because it's like this whole money thing it's like a big triangle, right? It's like a big pyramid scheme. You got stocks and housing and those main things and gold and stuff they're higher up, and then you got crypto at the bottom, near to the bottom. So whenever the money gets out of these places, or whenever people have made their money here, right, they are quite likely to take it into crypto, which is currently a really undervalued asset. Yeah, it's extremely undervalued. So like I was saying, yeah, the daily is terrifying right now in terms of just technical analysis. Macro news, we are bullish, right? We're 100% bullish. Most of the investors that I've been looking at, these big investors, Michael Saylor, I forgot that other guy's good name, but there's so many people that are saying Bitcoin's going to be at 180k, Bitcoin's going to be at 200k. Some people predicted it would be at 180k by the end of Q1. I think as a possibility, you know what I mean? If we are going to rip, we're definitely going to rip from here. One thing I like to look at right now is the 4-hour on Pengu, right? We don't usually have CVD bubbles, which these bubbles, right? A lot of sellers. We don't usually have them on the 4-hourly. Whenever we do, we usually have a pump, except for that time there. These times, we were a lot more bearish. But the 4-hour is a nice thing to see, right? Yeah. If anything, we should be pumping up from here. One thing I saw was on the hourly, the last time that we were really this low on the RSI was right before. I think it's even further back, right down here, right before we got the initial pump to prove to us that we are going to be going into a bull run. So this big pump here, it changed the look of the weekly. It made it look like, yep, there's a big possibility of us starting to rip soon. However, this little downwards trend is still bugging me. So who knows, right? My overall take on the markets right now is we are bullish, right? But there is definitely a percent chance that we will dump down to I'd say around 80k, but 86k is probably a safer bet. So be careful. If you are going to be doing some long-term trades, go down on.
Guys, I'm going to have to disagree. Bitcoin's not going back to 80k.
Yeah, I hope not, to be honest. I really hope not. But
I completely disagree. Bitcoin's not going to touch 80k this quarter.
And you heard it here, guys.
Guys,
Yeah,
why should go? You should do your own research because even at Mycelink, we disagree with each other. You know what I mean? We're just here to for our opinion. We ain't going to 80K, man. Not before.
yeah. Like I said, right. So the macro, it's pointed towards. Well, Ninja's a lot better at me than the looking at macro stuff. So, everything is pointing upwards. I think if it went down to 80K, I'd be shitting my pants. I wouldn't know what to do. But like I said, it is also really unlikely we do go down that far. But I don't know. I just got a little itch. What if some traders I've been looking at, short-term traders, they're quite bearish. But at the same time, like I said, we are pointing towards the uptrend. But you know, if you were to enter, I personally wouldn't enter with too high leverage. 10x leverage is too much. At most, maybe 5x, 6x leverage. Bitcoin, you can definitely enter a 10x long. Because it would have to go down to like what, 86K? Or it could go down to 86K. But at the same time, like we said, big chance of us going up to the top. We're bullish, seeing new high highs, high lows. Bitcoin dominance. What's Bitcoin dominance saying? Bitcoin dominance is high as hell. It did go down a bit, but at the same time, you know, just be careful, guys. That's all I'm gonna say right now, because we are it's a point in time where we're pretty certain we're gonna be pumping, but a short dip in the short term is not something we are not used to, right? So it might even dip down to 94, 93K before starting to rip to the upwards. Yeah, that's pretty much all for me, guys. All I'm gonna say, just a reminder, just be careful. Obviously we're all like, yeah, we're bullish, and I agree. I'm also bullish, but there's a lot of fear, right? Who knows? Hopefully Professor Adam knows. But yeah, that's it from me. Thanks, guys. Any questions?
Appreciate your thoughts.
Oh, actually, I did have
Q&A
one.
at the end, innit? Let's let Halima do a health and wealth meditation.
I had one more thing I wanted to show everyone.
Oh
Right.
yeah, go on.
What the hell?
Oh my God, Lauren.
Oh dear. Oh no. Wait, I'll just reload this. This is the Fed balance sheet versus Bitcoin, right? For the first time in a long time, we had a bit of an upwards thing, and it's not continuing to go down. It looks like it's, if you look on it closely, it looks like we're still kind of going up, by having these little steps up instead of going down. Hopefully it starts to continue to go up. It means the US government is probably sinking their money into Bitcoin and crypto. I already looked at the liquidation heat maps. Yeah, that was pretty much it. I just think be ready for America to start dumping their money into crypto, which would be phenomenal for us. And yeah, that was it.
Appreciate you, bro. Man got the Manchester United top, you know what I mean? 0-1-6-1 and that. Jeez. All right, Halima, are you ready to take over the floor? This is where we're.
I am ready. Okay, here we go. Welcome to this guided meditation by Halima for Mycelink. Find a comfortable position and close your eyes. Let your body completely relax. Release any stress about money, market changes, or uncertainty. Breathe in for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And breathe out for 6 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, Breathe in for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. Breathe out for 6.
Oh my God, Lauren.
One more time. Breathe in for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. Breathe out for 6 counts. Picture yourself in a digital space filled with light. Golden Bitcoin symbols float around like stars. Ethereum forms a glowing path beneath your feet. You're part of a network, like roots connecting to trees in a forest, where everyone's success helps the whole community grow. This is Mycelink. When one person wins, we all win. Breathe in for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. And breathe out for 6 counts. Think about your parents and your grandparents. They worked so hard so you will have opportunities today. You honor them by learning about this new digital economy. Now imagine the people who come after you, your children and their children. See them living with financial freedom, security, and choices. You're building that future right now, today. Generational wealth means freedom, time, and peace of mind. Inhale for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. And breathe out for 6 counts. Say these affirmations after me. I am building wealth that will last beyond my lifetime. Money flows to me easily in the digital economy. My choices today create positive effects for the future generations. Breathe in for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. And breathe out for 6 counts. Repeat after me. I let go of old limiting beliefs about money. I embrace new opportunities in the blockchain and crypto. Teaching my family about finance is a gift I give them. I make smart investments and decisions with good timing. Breathe in for 4 counts.
Oh my God.
Breathe out for 6 counts. Breathe in for 4 counts. Breathe out for 6 counts. Breathe in for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. And breathe out for 6 counts. Repeat after me. I am patient because real wealth takes time to build. I trust myself to learn and adapt to new technology. When I succeed, I lift up my whole community. I deserve wealth and I use it wisely.
Oh my God,
Breathe
Lauren.
in for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. And breathe out for 6 counts. Breathe in for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. And breathe out for 6 counts. Repeat after me. Fear doesn't control my financial decisions. My vision does. Future generations will thank me for the choices I make today. I hold my investments with confidence and patience. I create lasting wealth through the blockchain technology. Now imagine yourself 1 year from now. Your investments have grown, you've made good decisions, and you stayed patient during uncertainty. Now you're surrounded by golden light, the feeling of financial freedom. Every choice you make today plants seeds for tomorrow, and you have a vision, you have patience, and you're building wealth that you have dreamed of. Now breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. And breathe out for 6 seconds. Place your hand on your heart and say with me, I deserve generational wealth. I will take action consistently. I connect past generations to future ones. This opportunity is mine. This wealth is mine. This future is mine. Now breathe in for 4 seconds.
Oh my God, Lauren.
Hold for 4 seconds. And breathe out for 6 seconds. Again, breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. And breathe out for 6 seconds. Gently wiggle your toes and your fingers. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Notice how calm and powerful and focused you feel. You are grounded, you are connected, and you are ready. Welcome to Mycelink. Welcome to your legacy. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm gonna go because
Yeah.
I'm cooking with Dad.
Yeah. Okay. Give Abba my regards. All right, gang. Let me take any Q&As. Rylan, how you doing, home slice? I'm gonna see you next week in person for real.
Yeah, man. I'm not bad, bro. But yeah, I'm just following along. But ain't really got any questions at the moment, to be fair.
Is there one stock you want me to have a look at? Just one?
I think to be honest, I don't even know, you know, like with how the market is, like I literally don't even, I've kind of like cooled off of putting money in anywhere other than obviously, you know, where I already had money in at that time. Stock wise, just thinking now, if there was any that I seen. I'm just gonna have a quick look what was on my watch list.
Oh my god, Lauren.
I've got your watch list right here.
All right, bro.
That's how much of a good friend I am. Where are we? Ryland the Fiat man. Obviously, Crocs. Get rid of that. Why do we not want to be in Crocs? Because we've got all these lower highs and lower lows. So, yeah, get out of Crocs. Sharplink Gaming, even though it's in the duster, yeah, this shit is gonna absolutely springboard. For those who don't know, Sharplink Gaming are the biggest holder of Ethereum in the world. They've gone from a gaming company to a crypto treasury. I think they hold like 3% of all the Ethereum in existence. Fucking crazy. This stock's hella undervalued. I don't know when it's gonna turn around though. Undervalued doesn't mean that you should buy it now. Undervalued means at least pay attention and do your own research, because undervalued doesn't mean it can't do this, right? But it's gonna do this at some point. It's gonna fucking go crazy at some point, but I just don't know when. I can't put like a time prediction. But yeah, do your own research on Sharplink Gaming. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for coming to the webinar.
All right, bro.
Cause, you got a question, bro?
Yo. Unfortunately, I've not got many questions.
Alrighty.
I'm very new to
No question.
this crypto stuff. I've just been start soaking it in.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Have you bought crypto before or not yet?
Never. Like, I didn't know what really
You
much
have?
about it, to be honest.
So are you currently holding crypto right now?
No. I don't have any.
So I'm gonna recommend you these things, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, right. I've got your notepad and pen. This is what you need to do as a beginner.
Got my notepad.
Right, you ready? Okay. So, you ready, yeah? We're gonna end the webinar here.
Okay.
We're gonna.
Oh my god, Lauren.
Is it recording? Okay, beginner crypto 101. Yeah, 1. Learn about what is the blockchain.
Okay.
2. The history and birth of Bitcoin. 3. What is Ethereum and Solana? What is Ethereum, Solana, XRP, and how do they differ from Bitcoin? 4. Learn about CEX, centralized exchange. So that's basically Coinbase, Revolut, Binance. 5. Learn about decentralized wallets. So that's like MetaMask, Trust Wallet. Learn to buy crypto from the SEX and transfer into your wallet. This is the cash equivalent of opening a bank account. The SEX is the bank account.
Okay.
And a wallet is you going to a cash machine, going to an ATM, and literally withdrawing the money and putting the money in your pockets. Do you understand? Because crypto is digital cash. Crypto is digital cash. Money in your bank, not digital cash. Because cash cash doesn't have an identity, does it? You can have 10 £10 notes, You can say they're yours because you can say you took them out your bank account, but they don't have your name on it, do they?
No.
If somebody takes your money off you, your physical cash, I mean, you can't prove that that's your money. You know what I mean? That's what crypto is digital cash, and make people really understand that. So 6 is the DEX, the decentralized exchange. Yeah, this is a bit more complicated, but this is the third concept because crypto allows you to swap in a decentralized manner.
Okay.
Forex, gold, silver, stock, you must trade on a centralized exchange. Crypto is revolutionary because you can trade on a decentralized exchange, meaning you can, after you've withdrawn your crypto from these apps that link to your bank account and identity, you can have the money in a wallet, much like you go to a cash machine and put P's in your wallet. But now the DEX, decentralized exchange, more complicated, is like a market or a car boot sale. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Where they transact in cash. Does that make sense? It's the digital version of that, right?
So it's a
and
bit
then
more
7 is read charts. Notice how I didn't say read charts first. Yeah? If you was learning Forex, like trading currencies, I'd say read charts first.
Okay.
But this is not Forex. This is crypto. So you have to learn all these things first and then learn charts in crypto. This is more important than charts. If you don't understand these 3, you don't even understand crypto. Most people don't understand crypto at all, right? Then read charts, and then the rest is history, right? You'll find your lane, meme coins or whatever. But it's very important in crypto, and it's good that this is a whole separate recording. This is the beginner crypto 101. I'm saying one more time. You have to learn what the blockchain is. Understand this, right? Understand the tech. Spend 1 to 2 hours just understanding the tech, right? Learn about the history and the birth of Bitcoin in 2008. It was birthed in the financial crash.
Okay.
Right? So this is going to take you 1 to 2 hours. This is going to take you 1 to 2 hours. This is going to take 5 to 10 hours to understand. Yeah. All of this can be done in 5 to 10 hours. Right? So before you learn charts, you have to put in about 25 hours above.
Okay.
And this is the barrier to get into crypto. This is the barrier. This is why it's hard. Then you learn to read charts. Don't learn to read charts first.
Okay.
If this was the stock market, you can go straight to the charts. If you're trading gold, you can go straight to the charts. If you learn to trade Forex, you can go straight to the charts. But you can't go to the charts first in crypto.
Yeah.
Prizo, you want to give me a second on that? You can disagree, obviously. I don't want you to be a fucking yes man.
No, I agree. I've spoken to Cars quite a bit. Like yesterday, I took him through, my strategy, looking at charts, opening trading view, crypto, like how to open a wallet address, how to send it on a network and all that sort of stuff. So the basics,
Perfect.
My basics are pretty much after these basics, to be honest. Like these are really important. Obviously, he knows what decentralized means. And I told him about how things aren't actually decentralized nowadays. Like sometimes like bigger platforms and Bitcoin isn't necessarily decentralized, but there is still decentralized aspects within crypto. So I think I think what you said is accurate as well. So
yeah. That's what I need to do, go learn them things, I reckon.
Yeah, man, for sure. Guys, Mycelink is a decentralized... Yes, sir. Guys, Mycelink is a decentralized ecosystem of like-minded individuals, but of course, every individual is an individual with their own thought processes, and we encourage everyone to be a unique, sovereign individual. Don't take my word for it. Challenge everything. Be a free thinker and find your truth, man. Like... My boy Trades by Sai that I posted on Instagram, this guy don't know shit about crypto. He don't know shit about crypto. And he's printing millions, way richer than all of us combined. So don't let me and my geekiness cloud your judgment. You know what I mean? Take my opinion with a pinch of salt, with a pinch of salt, and find your voices. But hopefully you guys learned something. I'm gonna go off and chill with my homie. I've got a coach to money in like 2.5 hours. So every Sunday 5 p.m. UK time, inshallah, we will launch some kind of group chat, maybe on Telegram, maybe on Instagram, who knows. If you want to be part of the community, you want to help, like you want to help post content, then please. We're not a business, we don't make any money, we don't sell anything. So if you want to get involved, then chat to either me, Kryzel, Halima, Krog, message on Instagram, and yeah, this is episode 15, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.